Angry Men test. I got to run something by you. I need a quick lesson plan. So what we're going to do, we are going to pop quiz. All right? You have a piece of paper in front of you. Put your name in the upper left-hand corner. Okay, here we go. Ready?
No.
Left. Makes the L. No computers. See how we did. Yeah, it looks all right. Down here, you got a half sheet of paper. Anybody with a full sheet, the Lorax will come in tonight and just absolutely haunt you. Do not shoot it. If you have an extra sheet, share. I'm going to give you one question. It's simple. In the middle of the paper, as big as you want, you make a T, you make an F. When I ask you the question when I'm done, you hold it up. We're going to take a vote. I'm going to total them right here. Then watch Facebook at 3 o'clock or after for that. All right? That's plain and simple. I'm going to tell you a story. Listen to it. You're going to listen. I want you to watch. I want you to interpret what you hear. I want you to decide whether or not it's credible what you hear. And I want you to make a decision. It's that simple because some of you are professional BSers. Your perception of credibility is absolutely terrible. And that's something I want to work on. You're talking smack. The problem is you talk so much smack you don't know how to determine. So here it is. It was about the second weekend of May. I want to say it was Saturday, May 9th. And I just got done working on the highlight video. You know how I do for the, anybody seen the graduation videos, the graduation? And they come out on the big screen. I thought, you know what? Time to work at the end of the driveway. Now, you see my driveway? Quarter mile. Okay? So I load up the car. I'm too fat and old to walk and carry all that stuff. Rotor tiller, wheelbarrow, take all my stuff. Drive down to the end. Can't take my dogs because it's too close to the road. And there's one guy that travels. If I get a hold of him, he will be traveling no more. He came over that top hill right before my driveway by Nutter's Pond. He must have been coming one day 60, 70 miles an hour. He got air. I chased him, but I couldn't catch him. But it's one of those service agents you call when your washer breaks down and it's not your normal person. They're like a company you pay for insurance. So I don't take my dogs. So I go to the end of the road and I'm down there playing with my flowers, cleaning everything up, rotor till. About an hour goes by. Here comes my two neighbors, walking their dog. They got the little girl. I think she's 8. She's gold hair, little white-haired blondes, curly, kind of thing. Well, they stop. Of course, you know me. Get right down. Got to pet the dog. I think it's one of those Shih Tzu things or whatever they are. I don't know. It looks like a little Ewok they got to put in the dryer. So my dogs love to play with it. So bottom line is, the kid walks up. And she gives me a big hug like she always does. I'm looking at the parents and the whole bit. Man, you're getting big. I said, we've been out here like 6 years now. How old are you? I swear, I'm trying to do math. You know how I am. She says, I'm 9 years old. Let's just pretend. I don't remember. She looks at me and she goes, you're getting kind of old. You know how I tend not to shave towards the summertime, kind of gray and stuff. You're 9 years old. Parent, turn around. My 4-year-old's going to find you. So I looked at her and I said, hey, you're getting old. What are you going to be when you grow up? Now, normal child at this age, 9-year-old. Princess, that's a good one. But I'm expecting, I'm going to be Justin Bieber's girlfriend. I'm going to marry him. He's going to love me forever. We're going to have 17 kids. Nope. Nope. This one looks right at, gets a Clint Eastwood look in her eye. I'm going to be president of the United States. I'm kind of taken aback because like, okay, Mom and Dad kind of grinning. By the way, Mom and Dad, big-time liberal Democrats. I know this because they've asked to put signs in my yard. Now, Clayton, is that a good thing? Because my yard is back in the woods by the river. But they could put them out by the mailbox. But I try to stay neutral on political things, so I don't have people egging my house, beating up my dogs, things like that. So I was kind of like, okay, what are you going to do? What's the first thing you're going to do when you're president? Beautiful little girl, blue eyes, gold hair, looks like that. And she says, I am going to feed all the homeless, and I am going to give every one of them a home. And I'm looking at her, parent, dad's like, yes, by water. Honey, that's so noble of you, that's just great. Now my wheels are turning. I looked down at the 9-year-old. Why do you have to wait till you're president? Tell you what, I'm almost done, come back. Go back to my house, I gotta cut the lawn. You help me pick up the dog poop. And it's fun, because I got a 600cc blower Steve. And I just blow it in the woods. And they fly and they roll, and the dogs chase them and eat them, and I blow the dog, get away. And she's looking at me kind of funny, and I said, then when we're done, all I need you to do, when I weed whack, take the blower, I got a smaller one, kind of handheld, so one my wife uses, because my wife puts the backpack one on, and she hits it, it drives her backwards. She looks like a drunk Ninja Turtle. So then we get to this point, you guys, where the girl's kind of looking at me, and I said, tell you what, you help me do those two things, and then we're gonna go out back, and my kid's got all the toys and standbys, help me sort it. I'm gonna give you $50. And she's like, really? Yeah. Mom and Dad now are kind of like, all right, it's gross. So I looked at her and I said, then when you're done, you know Shell Station? Yeah, we go down there for popping candy. Go around back sometime by the air hose. I said, I went down there one night. I don't know if you've been down there after 11 o'clock. I have not. I go down there at 11 o'clock, I need air in one of the tires because it's getting low in my wife's car because she hits curbs and stuff. We'll cut that out of the film. But it's, bottom line with it is, I had to get air in her tire, it's late at night, so I'm doing tire in the air. There's a homeless guy that lives around back. I didn't know that, but man, I'll tell you what, this fat boy could jump. Because I was like, whoa, 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 and kind of stumbled around, went around behind the dumpster. So I said to the beautiful little 9-year-old girl, I said, take that $50, give it to that homeless guy, let him put it towards some food and let him buy a house for it. Dead silence. Mom and Dad are kind of like looking down at me now. And I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, well, why wouldn't you go get him and let him do all that stuff with you and just give him the $50? And I looked this poor, beautiful 9-year-old girl right in the eye and I said, welcome to the Republican Party, sunshine. Mom and Dad don't stop at my house anymore, they walk right by. Write it down, true story or false story. Now, immediately, go.
True, I want it to be.
True or false? True or false? True or false? 1001, you have until I get to 5. 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. If you believe that that was a true story, I want you to hold it up proud with your T and believe and trust in your teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the big guy. Yeah. Those of you who think I am nothing but lying white trash, hold up the falsehood. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes! Now, true people, give me a hand. What do you find credible?
You want a second?
Beautiful, blonde, blue eyes. I just pictured it.
Beautiful.
And the little Ninja Turtle, I pictured it.
Well, my wife, when she got knocked over from the brain, that was hilarious.
Yeah. When you asked
Don't
me-
please ban people. There's certain things I shouldn't share, but that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
That's true.
Okay. True, 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 true. Give me why. Give me a thing. Shh. Raise hand. Go.
Because you're a psychopath and you do that to a little girl.
Absolutely. I would not even hesitate. Absolutely. Anybody else? Because the false people are going to rip me up and down left and right. I know it's coming. All right. False people, raise a hand. Joel.
You posted it on Facebook last night.
Does that not mean it was true? Or does that not mean it was false?
I-
Whoa, whoa, it was on Facebook. It's got to be
You
true.
said recently I was working on the flower garden. You just changed it and used your little Mr.
And I've never made a
Add little
mistake
bit
when I
of
talk
truth.
about stuff, have I? I never forget, or my old brain. And I didn't do drugs. Yo.
You're an English teacher, don't you think that this perfect little girl is made up in your English mind?
Dude, isn't that kind of perverted? Shouldn't I be like housed in a penal institution with the other molesters? Come on, a girl.
Wait, you have
It's
a
a little
card.
girl, so you make people feel soft about it. That's what
Oh,
I'm
so I'm
saying. Yeah.
manipulating
Yes.
you. Yes, daily. What?
Oh, no,
Falsehood?
I don't know, I just feel like you're better than
I'm going to cry.
He's not better than that.
So when it's true, I've been from here to here.
It's not.
What?
You kind of had a little twist in it. You said you stay neutral when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
You pulled that on here.
Oh, look at Mr. Critical Thinker and Listener. Dude, you nailed that sucker. That was good. This falls right underneath perception and credibility. Find a statement that twists it. Gee, you ever notice, those of you who've been incarcerated or questioned by police officers, they come in, they talk to you, they get the initial story. Then what do? Wow, see who raises their hand. Yeah, what do? When you were arrested, what did they do?
I've had my hand raised for a long time.
All right, I'm gonna come right back to you. I promise I won't forget you. Hey, what do they do?
They get your story and then they think they know the other person's story, so they try to discredit you.
No, you're right, but you're on phase 3. They walk out of the room, give you about 45 minutes to an hour, and have somebody else come in. Hey, so-and-so got called away. Tell me your story again. If you're telling the truth, can you tell the same story for years and years and years? But if you're lying, uh-oh, what did I just say? Unless you've watched The Usual Suspects, where he watched and looked at the board, and he played it off the board from left to right, and picked all the things so he could remember and go back. That was key. Falsehoods, before I close it off. Anybody else think I'm false, think I'm lying? Yeah.
Did you say that your wife was using that blower?
Yeah, the steel, 600cc.
And you asked the little girl if she wanted to?
No, the handheld one. The little handheld one. Because I've got the other one that I originally bought. But guys, when they have the biggest model available, do you buy the next biggest or do you buy the biggest? There's a 500cc and a 600. I need the 600. I don't care if it's $7,000 more. Give me the 600cc. And you hit that thing. I mean, it's pulling you back because it's. I know if I pointed at the ground, my wife could fly. But the first time she got it, I put it on her back. You know, she's all bad. Put that on me. Blah 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 blah. She hits it. She's going across the line. And normal husband, honey, come here. Not me. I'm dying. I'm dying. Her eyes are like this, and my wife, she's man. I like this. She goes out and blows the snow in the middle of December with this thing. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at. Bottom line is, yo-yo.
Say
here's the
snow in
thing.
the middle of the summer.
You get the chance, you get the opportunity to look at me, to hear me, to just take in everything, plus past prior knowledge. Why do some of you, when you credit stuff, just www.iamtrustworthy.com? You just throw it up there like you believe it. Be honest. What? Why?
No.
What?
I said I do it.
Why would you do it? Why do you do it though?
It's easy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's the easiest thing to do. Looking for an author. A lot of you, there's the author. Huh, write it down. Got it. Smith, 27. Do you ever check out Smith?
What?
Thank you very much. But you twist it and you're in prison. Excuse me, not yet. But you're on trial for your life and they put a witness on there. And they don't really have anything against you. They discredit the witness, and we do this stuff, you guys. And I'm looking at some of the papers and things I'm going through, trying to refine and look at the stuff, and I look at credibility. And we fall to this. Now, the reason we partially did this is I got accused last night on Facebook of lying when I told this story. And they're all like, is that true? And then people came out, some of my former students are defending me. That's gross, he'd do it. How many of you saw the dog food one that went up a couple months ago? Everybody, I can see you doing that. Did you really do that? You didn't do that. They're battling amongst themselves and I watched it. So I got some messages and some texts last night. And they were like, come on, that's serious. You finally got political. You picked a side. Because normally I'm looking for the best in both. I still want Republicans and Democrats come together, have one, as it came into it. I didn't pick a side. So I said, okay, here's where it goes. Well, I got crucified this morning by 2 people. So as I was driving in, I kind of looked at it and I said, you know what I'll do? I'll let people judge for themselves. Because the people behind the scenes that really wanted to know, I said, you have to hear me talk. And I said, I'll videotape the lesson with my students. I'll let them decide. The best part is, it's flipping both ways. I'll have the answer tonight, probably about 6 o'clock. The video will go up about 3.
So are you videotaping this right now?
Yeah, torn.
Sweet.
Shut her down, bud. Thanks.